Whether you are currently in business or making a plan for a future business, it's important to be thinking about best and worst case scenarios. Episode 4 is here to guide you to protect yourself from a possible business crisis. How can you protect your incredible asset in the event of an emergency? Give yourself a sense of security by knowing you are covered and backed up.
Why isn't it important to have insurance for your business? It's very important. The basic concept of insurance is to help people recover from a loss, whether it's an unforeseen loss, whether it's a fire like the Alameda fires or floods we've had here in Ashland downtown, or theft, vandalism, water damage. There's just multiple different kinds. And of course, always for a business, you need liability coverage, So to really just protect yourself, your business, and to be able to recover when that loss does happen, because it's gonna happen. We often get questions on what kind of insurance should I have, for a business, and it really depends on the type of business that you're owning and operating. For example, a restaurant has a lot of different exposures and issues than a contractor. So depending on your type of business, I would always say you're gonna need some sort of liability or general liability coverage, and business property, or we call BPP coverage, for your stuff that you have in your business. If it's a restaurant, it's tables, it's chairs, it's computers. For a contractor, it's tools and supplies and wood and lumber. And so it really varies from business to business. That's where you definitely need a good relationship with your agent to make sure that they understand your business and are able to customize a policy for them. Get phone calls on a daily basis from clients who are saying, hey, do I have enough coverage? Should I increase? And that's definitely one of the first steps, is reach out to your agent and discuss that. Maybe have an annual review with your agent. Definitely want to do that every year prior to your renewal. And then of course, always update them with, as far as if you bought more product or inventory or machinery or anything like that, because the insurance agent doesn't know. We don't know that you went out and just bought a $50,000 machine for your office unless you let us know. So that's just very important to have that really good relationship with a local agent. So in order to protect your business assets, documentation is so critical, because we need to know before the loss what you have, what you owned, your property, because after the loss, it's nearly impossible to remember everything that you had. So in today's age, with iPhones and smartphones, it's a lot easier than it used to be. It's easy for a customer to take pictures around their shop, email it to me, we'll attach it to their file electronically in our management system. They can send videos, photos. We often go to our insured businesses and walk around and take photos and document it that way. You can always, again, do an annual review with your agent and then just stay on top of it ahead of time.
So the other way that you can protect your business is by having a list of all your key assets. Make it easy and convenient for you to report, here's my loss. And the way you do that, we already do, we just don't think that we're doing it, but we report our assets to the state for property tax reasons. And so if you have that list available to you offline, in the cloud, or a copy at home, then you're able to get to that very quickly and share with the insurance adjusters and so forth to say, here's what I lost, here's what was in the building. So basically, you want to train yourself as a business owner to make it a standard practice to create a duplicate copy of important documents and make sure that they're available to you offline. In the cloud is good, but also a hard copy of important documents at home, as long as your home is a good distance from where your place of work is. So that way, a good mile or two, if not more, and have an offsite backup. And that would also be the same with data off of your computers. So have weekly offsite backups of the data that's on your computers as well. Just constantly think, in case something happens, I am redundant.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Language of Business. We at the Ashland Chamber of Commerce want to connect with you, to support you and help you grow in our thriving business community. So please click on the link below and leave us some feedback. Are there other topics you would like to see addressed? Let us know. Please be sure to stay tuned for the next episode of The Language of Business. We'll see you next time.